time to deal with the drama. I wore the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Cavante Turpin now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Sanders. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. The Cowboys at 11-3 on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Now he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A good gain again. That's 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey good with the PAT, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. He stiff arms him. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Herbert now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Omari and Hampton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This going to be returned from the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. With the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That is caught. And they work this way upfield across the 45. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a 1st down.
For a Cowboys. 1st and 10.
Sanders. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They go play action now. Sanders. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
To throw again, here's Sanders. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. On a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Elijah Molden up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
It's now 3rd down and
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out. Bring in
Touchdown, Cowboys! Jay Ferguson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
The Chargers first down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And quickly here, that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 2. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Herbert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
We'll work inside here, Hampton. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, here's Shador. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Here we go. 60, 80, drag him, 60.
To throw is Sanders. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Sanders to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got a man complete through the middle of the field. Charger touchdown. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
A nice little juke. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Please take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Play action. It's Sanders. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They set up the screen to Chubb. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 1-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready, break. 19, left down. 19, 18, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
Now Sanders. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there as the first half half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit,
picked off by Savon Rebel. Inside the 20. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Throwing, Sanders. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second and 10. To throw now. Here's Sanders. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fighting his way through contact. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin, 55 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far in the second half. Well, he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Los Angeles.
They'll look to throw again. That one complete to McConkey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
Hey, go Lion. 59. 5-9. Let's go.
Here's Herbert. To the right side, he finds his receiver, Harris. They were looking to throw, holding on a mid-right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Herbert now. And his throw is incomplete.
The coach has keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they started the 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Here we go.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one.
And this ball will be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Here's Sanders. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, you timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 50.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Gets this out wide to Pickens. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 23-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go now. 19 Lions. 19 Tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
18 Pioneer. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Cowboys stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On play action, here's Shadur. He'll buy some time right. That escapes the sand. That is caught by Lamb. And he's brought down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Yeah, there we go. Right to 4-8.
On first down, it's Blue. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run again with Blue. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing here, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Dallas, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on the beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes. Joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'm I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes. We the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out. Find out. Around and find out. Find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. They Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, soon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher. She be like,